Welcome to the Jill on Money Coronavirus Market Update. It is Saturday morning, and we're just going to plow right into the questions because during the weekends, hopefully not too much news that we have to report. Take a deep breath. Let us know if we can help you. Our email address, askjill@jillonmoney.com. Chuck writes that back in December, he moved his entire Fidelity 401k investment into a New York Life anchor account stable fund. Oh my God, this guy is so lucky. He contributes 22% in his 401k, a 6% company match. He's got 300 grand. He's going to be 60 years old in July. He just wanted at this point to keep saving and not be concerned about risk. I also have a managed IRA through Schwab with moderate risk. It's taken a hit, but I plan to use that later in retirement. That's about 120 grand. I have another 5 to 7 years that I'll be working to get the higher end of Social Security. My only debt, a small mortgage. I'll be downsizing toward retirement to eliminate that. How safe is the New York Life Anchor Stable Fund? It's very safe. New York Life is actually a pretty well-funded company. So I would not worry about that. And I know it is nice to look at your 401k and see that it has basically not lost anything. I would not worry. This is fine. You're okay. Great luck. I don't know what to say. Everybody's probably listening and like say, damn it, why didn't I do that? Sometimes luck shines upon you. Charmaine writes, wants to know, can I take money out of my 401k and not get penalized? Okay, so this is interesting because what happened under the CARES Act is there was a little bit of leeway in the access to 401k accounts. So you could take money out and not pay a penalty, but you still have to pay taxes. The only thing that I should also note is that you have 3 years to pay the tax due on the money you withdraw. But it really has to be that I think you're going to have to sign something that says you've been impacted by the virus. If possible, it would be great if you didn't have to, but that's just me. Let us know if there's something else that is going on and maybe there's a way not to touch the 401k. Virginia writes, I sold and bought my primary residence last summer. I took out a mortgage between the sales. 250 grand at 4%, 30 years. After renovations and getting settled in, I have a little over $100,000 sitting in a savings account. I was thinking of putting $50,000 to $75,000 towards the principal to reduce my monthly mortgage. I have other assets. I can easily handle the current mortgage. I assume this would not be the time to refinance at a lower rate. Thoughts on recasting the loan? Love your show, especially the daily updates. Well, I feel like I want to know a little bit more about you, Virginia. I mean, I love that you have this liquidity. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your income, where you derive income. I don't think it's a terrible idea to recast a mortgage, but I also want to remind you that there's liquidity that is available to you that you may not want to sink into this mortgage. So I sure would like it if you could just follow up and tell me a little bit more about what's going on in your life so I can weigh in a smarter way. Okay. Let's see. Rob is basically asking about the stimulus is an advance against the 2020 taxes. Okay. So this is essentially a tax credit. Okay. And let's stop talking about refunds and this, that, and the other thing. This is a tax credit to you. Okay. And it's based on either your 2018 returns, if you haven't filed 19 yet, or your 2019 returns. In 2020, if the IRS and the federal government finds out that you made too much money to actually get this credit, yes, part of that could be taken back from you. Okay? That's it. Okay, and last but not least, we have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you know that, but Dave made a comment. Sometimes I think we mostly get like robo comments, but anyway, Dave writes, I don't need a stimulus check. In advance of actually receiving it, I've donated a quarter of it to my local food bank. I'm looking for other local charities. I'm on Social Securities. I've got a good cash buffer. My family's doing okay too. Most of my friends are retired and doing okay. It doesn't seem right for me to just keep it for investing or buying more crap. That's what he wrote. Dave, I love it. If you don't need your stimulus check, you're absolutely right. Food banks, they need your help. And certainly there are so many organizations locally that will need your help. I love the idea of a food bank. I'm actually working on a piece on how food banks really do need funds and food and volunteers right now. So, Dave, thank you for giving us that note, and thank you for thinking of others. And that's a really wonderful way to end the program today. For those of you who will be celebrating Easter tomorrow, don't listen to the podcast when you wake up. Save it for Monday. You'll have 2 on Monday, okay? And for those of you who are in the middle of trying to figure out your financial life, then you should just shoot us an email. Ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. Ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. These are trying times. Work this out with each other. Let's try to help each other. Everyone is uptight right now. Be nice to each other. Practice your social distancing. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Do what you need to do to be safe and try to help someone out. Lift someone up today. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.